Last time you rotate the lineups, maybe you have more players available. How do you approach this game when you're not dealing with a compacted schedule?
I mentioned before that every game we want to win. We want to go with the mentality that we want to be able to qualify to the next stage or get 3 points. And this game is not going to be any different. We're going to go at this game with everything that we have, as we always do. And I'm very confident that everybody that is going to be called upon is going to do a good job.
The Timbers have historically had sort of some bad luck with the draws they get in US Open Cup, playing MLS teams going on the road. But even though you had an MLS team in the first game, you guys have been at home in both games. You don't have to deal with a compacted schedule. You sort of seem to have a decent setup to potentially go far in this tournament. How do you feel about kind of the draw you've had so far?
Yeah, we cannot think about future, past. I think we have to think about what we have in hand. And we have the Galaxy, which is a very good team. We played against them 2 weeks ago. We saw there was a difficult team to play against, and we expect again to be a difficult match. But we're planning accordingly. We prepare for it, and as I said, we're thinking only and exclusive about this match, and hopefully we can qualify and continue to be available or participating in this US Open Cup.
And then when you've been playing pretty well like you guys have, is it nice to add an extra game on your schedule rather than have a full more than a week off from games?
I believe so. I think it's a good thing for us to be able to play a match this weekend because that way we don't have a bye weekend. I think we have enough days to rest so far, and I think this game comes in a good schedule and a good timing for us to be able to play and then prepare for what is coming after.
Coach, you've been asked a lot of questions about balancing Open Cup with MLS play, but you do have 2 games this week. One's a T2 game. They're both at home. So how do you balance T2 with US Open Cup when a lot of times Open Cup gives the T2 players who performed well an opportunity to play at another level?
Yes, so that's a very good question. We are making sure that we know which is going to be the 18 for this weekend and be able to mix things up with the T2, and the ones that won't be in the 18, we'll go play with T2. So we're trying to make sure that we are balancing the teams, and then we'll have to think after about Saturday because there's 2 matches for T2. So the relationship between the 2 teams has been very good this year, and we're going to continue this week to do the same thing that we've done so far.
And I know it's hard to predict what another coach will do, but last time Los Angeles came in here, they were only on 3 days rest, and they were traveling, and then they were going to play on turf. Are you anticipating that Sigi Schmid will select something that's a little bit closer to his commensurate best 11 come Friday's game?
I think everything seems to be that they're going to come with all their players that usually play on every MLS matches. Maybe they'll bring with a couple of changes, but in their schedule, the way they have their schedule, everything seems to be open for them to be able to play with their best players, and that's what we expect.
At both levels, both Timbers and T2 have recently played Galaxy and Galaxy 2. Is it difficult to play a team seemingly back-to-back or very recent because teams change strategies and kind of see things and then make the adjustments? Is it difficult to play an opponent this soon back-to-back?
I'm not a big fan of playing teams after a week. I think it's not ideal, but I'm also someone that believes that you have to face what you have in hand, and this is the reality. This is what we have in hand, and we have to make the best of it.